Alright, little impromptu walk in the woods. I ain't been down here for a minute. I'm gonna have to do some mowing here soon. This is starting to grow up the weeds and things. It looks nice and chill for the small height of it, but everything that's coming up is a lot of... We got some grapevines, which is interesting because I don't know that there's enough sunlight to do anything with them. And then there's, of course, poison ivy and stuff all over the place. So I'm gonna have to come down and do some stuff here. Eventually here soon, I'm going to have a wood chipper as well, and some of this stuff I'm just going to be able to kind of grind up and make path out of or whatever. Oh, this whole tree's falling down there that's new from the last time I made any videos. Those are all the same kind of trees as these. Get the emerald ash borer killing them. Oh. Done nothing with any of those down branches here. I haven't really done much of nothing down here. Focusing so much up top. I could see the creek, orange through the thing, so I figured I would come down here real quick. It is so buggy. These leaves are insane. The ground is soaked. There's gopher tunnels everywhere. This foliage is denser than it's darker than I'm used to down here. So all the oaks seem to be doing all right. It's like that big in there might be dying. It's covered in... Dude, I wonder if that got struck by lightning. I don't know. There's oak leaves on it, but they're very thin, but it's also like, I don't know if that's a poison oak growing up the top or what the deal is. That may be oak firewood coming in here soon. I don't know. We got this thing here is a young oak tree going up to replace. Yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Years to come. Working and working and working. Alright, so I'm not going to go down any farther than this because it's going to be slippery and wet and lots of bugs. But, little view down there. Flint River or Flint Creek, depending. And that water level, I want to say, is not, it's maybe waist deep. It's not super, super flooded. But obviously there's a lot of mud in it. And current's flowing about that fast. And everything is so overgrown down here. We got a non-invasive honeysuckle. We got invasive honeysuckle. Some acorns. We got grapevines growing up overtaking these crazy invasives. They'll take them down eventually, but then their bottoms will sprout up. Sunlight coming in from up there. There we go. So we got a secondary canopy going on here with, like, I don't know if these are elm or what these are, but yeah, these sawtooth trees, and then I think we got birch going here now. Looks like it, maybe. I don't know. Spots on the bark. The bark's a little different. Black walnut, perhaps. I can't tell. it's even alive. I think that's dead. The nuisance here are about dead. Yeah, so eventually here I need to come down and park out and get through this too, but it's gonna have to be hot and dry to do that. As you can see here, we're nice and damp. Ain't gonna be happening anytime soon. But come the fall, I think I'm gonna end up coming down here with the chainsaw. Ooh, look at that. So this that has fallen came off of that. Gonna fungus or slime mold going on there. I think they're fungus. Those might be the same as those orange ones. No, there's not as bright as the orange ones on the black walnut by the driveway. Oh, look at that. That's a puffball, bigger than a basketball. Very cool. All right, well, we're at least getting cool fungus going on here. And all the May apples got eaten. So many of them that there were, and there were none on the ground. They all got taken. At least the animals will be happy. They're like ghost fruit, like you turn your back and they're gone. So many bugs. All right. Ooh, that's my neck. Snapping, crackling, and popping. You know, yeah, so it's cluttered, but also a little bit more civilized. And with all this other stuff gone, like the forest floor material is actually decomposing and composting. The sticks and leaves underneath of this clover are rotting. I can feel it as I walk. So the forest floor is recovering. All right, well, this is that vine that I cut down on the video that I think I might have been the only person to watch, but this, ooh, we do still have grapes. Dope. So these guys here, all connected to the big thing going all the way over there. And, oh, that sun's coming out. I think we're done with the rain. Yay. At least for now. But yeah, so it's a little overgrown, been on other things, but and the weather just has not been. Some of these hot days, I can't push myself to heat exhaustion and heat stroke too many times in the past, and so my tolerance is low. So that's why I have to take frequent breaks. Oh, we're clearing up nicely. That's gorgeous, beautiful. Tomorrow's supposed to be really, really nice. That's where I'm hopeful I can get my roof thing took care of on there. And whew. Cleaning the bathroom because there's somebody supposed to be coming out here tomorrow, and it's possible they're going to need to use the restroom or something while they're out here. So it's like, okay, cool. Let's make sure the house is not a complete dump. And after that, I don't know. I'm kind of almost thinking it's going to be so wet down there. I can't do nothing. I need to get the chainsaw going. I need to get the chain sharpened on the pole saw. And I really need to order that wood chipper. Got the confusion worked out on that matter with the dealer that the dealer has to pay for the shipping and will pass that cost on to me. But if I order it online and have it delivered to the dealer takes receipt of it, sets it up as normal, and then gets it to me. But I don't have to pay for the shipping because they don't charge me shipping from the manufacturer, assuming that deal is still on. But so I need to get on that, I guess. And yeah, so things are coming along. The plan was somewhere here at the end of August or September to look at getting work. And at some point here, I'll probably get some part-time work and keep going for a little bit because I'm not done with this. And I'm just, without getting too much detail into it, honestly, the expenses of just living out here doing it like this are actually a fair bit less, a double-digit percentage to be sure, less than what I was anticipating, which means that I've got a little more time before that runs out. Not that it runs out this summer, but for what I was thinking about and everything else. So it may be something where I wait until Thanksgiving or next summer or spring, who knows. It just all depends. It all depends. I got stuff I want to do here and I want to continue doing this. And if having employment is going to get in the way of that, then I'm going to prioritize this for the time being. Anyway, went from being gloomy, funky, to some real heavenly skies as things clear out. Beautiful sun rays, golden hour. And of course, these guys are going nuts, growing and growing. The other thing I got to do, I'll probably do some of tomorrow, is that one up there, that vine. I'm seeing where it's growing out of the ground, where it's coming up to the thing, can be pulled out considerably, which leaves room for maintaining and servicing the outside part of the house while at the same time having the grapevine be right out there. And then I think this guy with all the, I was just showing earlier, I think that's the one I'm going to make cuttings of because it's still alive and it's still growing, and the farther down the vine that was just trunk is now starting to sprout off some branches, which means that I'll be able to take cuttings off the end of this and at the same time then kind of work that one back toward being more of a standard area size and length of vine where it's at, assuming that there's enough sunlight for it to do anything. But of course that also has to do with parking out some of this stuff. I got to get rid of this. That's a box maple that's got to go. I don't know what I want to do with this tree here because it's kind of on its lonesome, but at the same time, like I would love to cut this part out just to make sunlight go all the way down. But the problem is that this whole thing right here is the entirety of that tree. That one right there. That's the entirety of it. If I was to cut those branches to make sunlight, I might as well just cut the whole tree down. And that tree's been there for a while. I just don't know what to do. So, oh, look at that. I hadn't noticed something's hanging it down or what the deal is. This immense winds of this last weather pattern, maybe. Because I don't remember it being like that. No, I don't. Wow. This is explosive. So, I've not really had to step underneath of this branch at all to mow, and now it's hanging down low like these guys. I would expect that. That's been doing that the whole time, and it needs cleaned up, obviously. But this, I think that branch is about to let go because this thing is bowed down. This was not doing that. It was not doing that. Ugh. So, anyways, this is where we're at. Obviously, there is much to be done. Much that will be done.